Action Works Entertainment is proud to present Sittin' on a Tailgate podcast with your host, DJ Big Country.
Oh, yeah, it's another Wednesday night right here. Sitting on a tailgate. I'm your host, DJ Big Country. What's going on, people?
Yeah!
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Let me startle you. I'm just doing the rebel yell here to kind of kick things off. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm glad you're kicking things off here Wednesday night right here at Sitting on a Tailgate. We got a special guest tonight. She is Nashville recording artist Erica Nicole, and she'll be joining us tonight on the show. She'll be calling, and we'll be talking to her with a few minutes. And then we're gonna have a little jam session, a little rap session with one of my friends that is in the entertainment industry. She's actually on the down low side. She kind of works the scenes under everything. She's in she's in the back doors of the scenes, not back doors, but the behind the scenes type deal. So we're going to be talking with her, and I don't know. We're probably not going to talk about what she wants to talk about, but I've already talked to her, so I got kind of an idea what we're going to talk about tonight, because we got hot on a topic, on a subject, and so we just want to get on our soapbox, which is a good thing. I think soapbox is a good thing. So, but anyways, hey, it's Wednesday. Fall is here, and we got a hurricane coming. So, New York, West Virginia, or not West Virginia, but Virginia, New York, Carolinas, Washington, D.C., possibly New York, all there up in there in the High Banks region. Y'all better buckle down, because this is a big one. Yeah, this is going to be worse than Sandy, they're saying. So, any y'all's up there in New York that up in that area that can hear me or listen to my show, y'all's definitely got to put your seatbelts on. But, yeah, so if you got any questions or comments about our show, give us a shout. You can email us at actionworksmusic@gmail.com. Let us know what you want to hear. Let us know if you want us to interview anybody in particular, or anything in particular that you might want to hear on the show. So yeah, just let us know. Just let us know. Also, we have a chat room here in Spreaker. If you want to come and join up on Spreaker and sit and chat with us, we'd be glad to have you. Shoot, I forgot what I was going to say. Okay, let me take a breath. Okay, so yeah, this weekend is supposed to be nice and cool. It's only supposed to be in the 80s, maybe the high 70s, and that's during the day. Holy crap. Can you believe it? But, yeah, so we got... we're going to talk a little bit with Erica about the Josie Awards that just happened this past Sunday in Nashville at the Gaylord Palms. I don't know. We can talk about let's see who we're going to talk about. We'll talk about a few artists. I don't think she was there. I believe she was on tour. That's my guess. I'm thinking, but we'll kind of wing it. You know, we like to wing it here on this show. But listen, anyways, check this out real quick before we get involved in the show here. This is Erica Nicole. We're going to be interviewing her tonight. This song, her new single is called I'm Making Mine, right here.
I can see it. Her sitting there, hat in the bed beside her. That war going on in your head to fight her and leave or give in to the heat. I can picture her slipping off that skirt she's wearing. You standing there in front of her, staring weighing your options to live with a secret or keep the promise that you made to me. I got my backseat loaded with my bags and begging me to stay ain't nothing but a waste of time. Yeah, I'm gone and I'm never looking back again. I'm gonna be just fine, 'cause you made your choice. Now I'm making mine. Yeah, I'm making mine. I can sit here, try and talk it out with a cheater, but issues like that don't run deeper. One night wrapped up in a good time, but somewhere there's somebody waiting to hold me. I don't know his name yet, but he's better than you were. It's gonna feel like thunder and lightning, and I'd rather get up and go and find him. I got my backseat loaded with my bags and begging me to stay. Ain't nothing but a waste of time. Yeah, I'm gone and I'm never looking back again. I'm gonna be just fine, 'cause you made your choice. Now I'm making mine. Yeah, I'm making mine. And I ain't sticking around. And I hope you're happy there. I got my backseat loaded with my bags and begging me to stay. Ain't nothing but a waste of time. Yeah, I'm gone and I'm never looking back again. I'm gonna be just fine, 'cause you made your choice. Now I'm making mine. Yeah, I'm making mine. Yeah, I'm making mine. Yeah, I'm making mine.
That's Erica Nicole right there. Her song, I'm Making Mine, right here at Sitting on the Tailgate. We're going to be interviewing her tonight, so she calls in. But in the meantime, let me think here. I had something planned. Then I'll tell you a few things, what we got going on. October 15th through the 18th is coming up. We got Biketoberfest. Biketoberfest, yes. Biketoberfest. How many people out there ride bikes? Any of my biker brothers and sisters out there ride bikes? We got Biketoberfest coming up here in Daytona Beach. October 15th through the 18th, I'll be at the Cabbage Patch, the world famous Cabbage Patch right there in New Smyrna. Let's see, we got what they got planned. Thursday is going to be the Battle of the Baggers bike show. Friday is going to be the traditional ride-in bike show. And Saturday will be the world famous Coleslaw Wrestling at noontime right there at the Cabbage Patch. So, yeah, bike weeks. Oh, and they got some stuff going on too the following month in November. But they're also having it during bike week too. General Lee from Dukes of Hazzard is going to be out there, and they're going to be doing some events, and they're going to have a good old Southern country Dukes of Hazzard type hoedown. I believe it's November. I want to say the 20th, but don't quote me on that. I think it's there that weekend. But if you want more information, check it out. Go to CabbagePatchBar.com or hit them up on Facebook, and they'll post it and give you all the information for the event. But yeah, I'll be out there for Biketoberfest, Saturday for Coleslaw. Me and my buddy Super Dave from 101.1 WJRR right here in Orlando, the rock station. He'll be out there with me, and we'll be flinging that coleslaw around out there with the ladies. So, yeah, a bunch of stuff going on in the news. Russia strikes Syria this morning, bombs the heck out of them. My opinion is I think we should take care of them bastards a long time ago, but I think Russia's got an alternative motive. I think there's an ulterior motive behind this, and wait to see. But also, the Florida Lotto Powerball's up to $301 million. If you didn't get your tickets now, you got till 10 o'clock. You better hurry up and get them. I didn't go buy them because I'm broke. I ain't got the money. I know people say, well, if you don't pay it, you ain't going to win. Well, you got to have money to play it. Hello? So, but, what else? Let's see. We got going on in music here. I know there's a bunch of stuff going on. Oh, everybody knows the group Montgomery Gentry. Eddie Montgomery, his son, was tragically killed in a car accident last week. Was it last week? Yeah. This is Wednesday. Or it might have been over the weekend. Anyways, our thoughts and prayers go out to Eddie. We feel for you, brother. Well, I don't know. I couldn't imagine how it would be to lose a son like that, but our thoughts and prayers go out to his family and him. But and of course, what else we got going on here? What's been going on in Nashville? Well, I don't know. I think everybody's gearing up for the holidays. Everybody's sitting down and chilling out and just hanging home. They're not doing the tours right now. Or they got a few shows that are booked, but they're trying to stay home because, of course, it's hunting season coming around. Oh, we got a phone call. Hold that thought. You're on the show with Big Country sitting on a tailgate. Who is this?
This is Erica Nicole. How are you?
Hello, dear. How are you?
I am doing well, thank you.
I hear you've been hanging out with my friend, or I should say my neighbor.
Well, I've been hanging out a little bit, yes, up in New York. I was on tour up there for a couple weeks, and it was a lot of fun.
What'd you think of Vic?
Oh, he's great.
No, he ain't. Come on. Don't be lying like you know he's going to listen to this.
He was great. He was actually very, very great. It was a lot of fun. We had a nice time up there.
Matter of fact, we're doing a show tonight at 11 o'clock to make up for the show that we couldn't do Saturday morning because we had technical difficulties. So we're going to be on the
wow.
We're going to be on the air again. We're going to be on the air again tonight at 11. So.
Oh, nice. All right.
So, listen, tell everybody what's going on with you. I know you've been doing some touring and what you got going for music. Also, just to remind you, I need some more music from you so I can play it on Florida Country Radio because I only have one of your songs.
Really? Just the one? I know that
I'm making mine. That's
the current single that's out right now. It's at 15, and the last single. In fact, I'm making mine as my third consecutive top 20 record. So definitely still on a high, celebrating that. But the second top 20 was it coming down, and the very first one that kicked all of this off just a little over a year ago was I Listened to My Bad Girl.
Yeah, I don't have that one.
Well, we will make sure you do.
You need to. Well, you're a hard person to get a hold of when you're always busy and doing stuff.
Well, it is the life of a musician. I definitely stay very, very busy by the grace of God, and certainly love what I do, and just very blessed that I get to do this every single day for a living. And it's definitely busy, but you know what? I've got a great team of people that get a lot of things done for me and take care of a lot of things, and couldn't do it without them. I tell you that much.
Yeah. How long have you been doing music now?
Oh, I could give you the hairbrush stories at 3 and 4 years old, but I'll spare you those grueling details.
Hey, I'm still older than you, so don't go there.
Well, it's just something that I've always had a passion for and always loved, and my parents saw a very strong passion and drive for music at an early age. So
right.
I think it was just something that, they really encouraged me to pursue as I got older. And then I realized what it was to be passionate about music and to make a career out of it. And lo and behold, here we are today making history with it. So I definitely can't complain.
Now, how many instruments do you play? Just the guitar, or do you play other ones too?
I have my vocal cords, and that's about it. I do play the piano by ear, and then play around a little bit on the guitar, but I never do that on stage because I've always believed that it's better to be great at what you're greatest at as
right.
opposed to just being good at everything.
Well,
so
I
choose to be the singer and performer on stage.
I got to tell you, you're a girl after my own heart because I don't know how to play a single chord on the guitar. I'm trying to teach myself how to play, but yet when me and my sister were younger, we had organ lessons, and I still don't know how to. I still don't know how to play the organ to this day. But I can.
The organ is a little different. That's definitely a lost art, I would have to say.
Right.
But
get this.
I love just being a singer and performer.
But get this, I can play, or I can read. I know every single note on a key. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. I know all the keys. I know which key is which and whatnot. I know how to pencil peck, but I don't know how to play. So I guess if I know that much, I could probably teach myself to play some chords on a guitar, but I don't know. And of course, I've never been to Nashville either. So I guess if I get to Nashville one day, maybe I'll get struck by lightning or something when I'm sitting down on Music Row. And then all of a sudden, I'll be playing like Dierks Bentley or Brad Paisley. Who knows?
You never know. That's the great thing about music and just when the stars align, it's pretty cool what can happen. So you never know. Definitely don't give up on it, I would say. Definitely be creative.
Yeah. Well, I got to have something to do when I get old and retired. But listen, what you got plans for the holidays? We're getting close to Thanksgiving. Oh my God, there's like 3 months left until Christmas time.
I know. We are approaching holiday season, which is just so hard to believe how fast time has flown by. And I gotta say, I'm really excited for this holiday season because I've been on tour since March of this year, and my final show of the Live 2015 I'm Making Mine tour will end on October 10th. So actually, just a little over a week from now, I will close out my Live 2015 I'm Making Mine tour. And what a success it has been and what a special holiday season it's going to be is I'll be spending it in my new home that is almost finished, and I'll be with my family. So I'm really looking forward to a little downtime with the holidays. Well,
that's cool. You're getting, you're building, you had the home built by yourself? You had a contractor come out. I guess you got to pick and design the home that you wanted.
Absolutely. I mean, it's kind of cool because my home. Basically, what I've done is I designed the floor plan. I laid everything out and hand drew it and kind of perfected it a little bit over time and took it to an architect and he brought it to life for me and made it make sense. Wow. And a very good friend of mine is actually building it, and it's incredible to see it, something like that you designed, you created, and something that I've worked so hard for, finally coming to life, and knowing that I'll get to spend Thanksgiving and Christmas in that home, and start many memories with my family is just very exciting. So it's going to be a great holiday season. I'm excited that it's around the corner.
Right now, you're not originally from Nashville, right?
I am not. I'm actually born and raised out of Atlanta.
Okay.
So
that's
Atlanta is still kind of home to me because that's where I'm from. But my parents actually live in North Carolina now, so not too far away. But
that's right,
yeah.
Tar Heels, baby. Whew.
Well, I actually went to Western Carolina University, so I'm actually a catamount.
Well, now, let's see. I wanted to go to FSU to play ball, but I didn't get a scholarship, so I went to North Carolina, played at UNC, but I had a lot of friends that went to ECU. I had some friends that went to Chowan University. I had some that went to Gamecock, so, yeah, all in that Carolina area, so, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
But then I ended up back here in Florida. What was I thinking? Jeez.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that either.
No, there's not. I'm originally from Ohio, so I'm a Buckeye fan, too. That's where all my family's at.
Oh, well, very good.
So I'm kind of a mixture of everything.
Well, that's not too bad.
But what you got? One more. You got a couple more shows left. Then you'll be done with your tour. What's on the agenda for next year? Are we looking for bigger and better things from you?
Well, I mean, I would hope that no one has to look for it, because I can promise you it's there. It's something with the new album coming out first of the year, the new single coming out first of the year. Excited about a lot of great media and TV appearances that we're locking in dates right now. So there's going to be some really big announcements, and we'll actually be kicking off a pretty good lengthy tour in February. So really excited that when we're ready to announce those details, I'm definitely excited about it, and looking forward to ringing in 2015 with quite a launch. So really excited about it, and really enjoying the success right now, though, of I'm Making Mine, which is 15 on the Music Row Breakout chart, and just enjoying that until we're ready to ring in 2016.
Right now, but you also made history here just recently. What was that about?
I became the first female independent artist to have 3 consecutive top 20 records.
There you go. That's a big accomplishment right there, and there's not a lot of people that can say they can even attempt to do that because It's
definitely something that I could not have done it alone. I've got an incredible team of people, from publicity to promotion to production, everyday staff, my band, my crew. It takes everyone's effort and everyone's best effort, and that's why I'm able to celebrate that. It's not me just making history; it's my whole team, and it was really exciting to ring that in. It was definitely a historical day for those of us that are in the music business, because it's something to be said. It's really difficult for independent artists to be out there promoting their music, and to be one of the first independents, but certainly the first female independent to have 3 consecutive top 20 records back to back. I mean, that's definitely something that I was the first at. It can never be taken away, and I'll always be very humbled by that.
That's right. Listen, any chances you're going to get down to Florida maybe next year on your tour?
I would love to get down to Florida and tour, and I'm sure hoping that we're able to get some dates down there. I know that we've been looking in the Jacksonville area a little bit. So, but that's where I got to rely on my bookers. They take great care of me, and they line up all the shows. So, fingers crossed, we can make it down to Florida.
Well, tell them there's 2 events next year that they can check on. One is the Space Coast Country Music Festival, which they have every year over in Melbourne on the East Coast. It's just below. It's just like to the right and probably down a little bit from Orlando. And then in March, they have the Runaway Country Music Fest. What they just moved to Osceola to Heritage Park, and it's in the middle of the state, just south of Orlando, and it's a big 3-day event. So yeah, let them know that to check those out and see what they can do.
Definitely. I'll definitely let them know and have them look into that if they're not already.
But yeah, just hey, I'll keep you up to date on anything down here. And then as soon as your new,
I appreciate that very
as soon much. As your album comes out, I would be honored to be the first one to ever play it on the airs for people to hear it. I would hope I'd get that honor, since we run in the same circles now that Vic talks about you all the time.
Well, Vic is definitely a doll. I know that, of course, we're getting together the launch of the new album and everything. So you never know. We'll see what happens with it, and as more details come in, and as we get prepped for it, it's something that I'm letting the team all decide. What the best release and launch is going to be for it, and I've got to rely on them to do what they're the master of, because they trust me to go on the stage and do what I'm the master of. So it's all very exciting, and definitely anxious to share the album with everyone.
Right. Okay, good. Well, listen, I want to appreciate you. Thank you for calling in and talking with us. Make sure you go and get her song downloaded from iTunes. It's called I'm Making Mine. Erica, Nicole, we appreciate you for calling in tonight and talking with us. I look forward to talking to you more and getting your music in the first of the year. And everybody, make sure you go follow her on Facebook. She's on Twitter. She's on Instagram.
Under Erica Nicole Music, and you can go to the website, ericanicolemusic.com. Get all the direct links there. And, thank you so much for having me tonight. And, of course, to all the listeners, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it, and hope to get down to Florida in the near future.
Alrighty. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
Alrighty. Bye-bye. All right. That was Erica Nicole. Hopefully she can get down here to Florida and get some tour dates going on and everything. You're too late. Vic. Vic just texted me and says, tell her I want to see her house on HGTV. You see, you should have. It's hard to get your text when I'm talking to her on the phone, dude. But, Erica, if you're listening, Vic says, tell her to tell Felicia. Bye, Felicia. That must be an inside joke, but I don't know. But, I'll be on the air tonight with Vic on his show on Victory Lane Radio at 11 o'clock tonight. The show that we normally do on Saturdays. Didn't get a chance to air this Saturday morning because of technical difficulties, so we are going to do it tonight at 11 o'clock. So, yeah. So, anyways, that's what we got going on so far. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Vic. Hold on, let me. Too late. She already hung up. Vic's in the chat room. So, yeah, listen, if you want to listen to the show, come on into Spreaker.com and come on to the chat room and hang out with us. You can hang out with us and talk with us. Let's call our next guest here and get some of her input and insights on things. Yeah, because we were rambling earlier, talking and stuff, so let's see what she's got to say. Okay, here we go. Yes, victorylaneradio.com. That's the show tonight, Vic. Yes, I know that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello.
911 operator, do you need police, fire, or medical? Hello, you are live on the radio, so don't say nothing that you can't take back.
Okay.
Oh, and Vic said to say hi.
Oh, hi, Vic.
Okay, so let's finish our conversation. I've told everybody. Oh, everybody, this is Sarah. Sarah, this is everybody. She's Sarah is the type of person that works in the entertainment industry, but she's behind the scenes. She does all the footwork and all the paperwork for a friend of ours, Dave Bradley Entertainment. You can check him out on Facebook. I think he's on Twitter, too. Also, she's friends of mine and Vic's. So, yes, I've chose to call her tonight and finish harassing her on my show because we're going to talk. Yeah, don't sit there and giggle. And we're thinking, see, you can't help but contain yourself. Oh, Vic says hey. So, why are you so nervous? Now, see, you're wanting to do a Saturday morning show with me, but you can't even get 2 words out of your mouth without dropping that.
Wait a minute. Whoever said I wanted to. I'm pretty sure I've been bullied and backed into the corner.
No, yeah, whatever. Listen, tell everybody what you do for Dave. That way it gets your name out there, and you can, and everybody's listening to the show can understand what you do and how you do it.
I research different venues that can host either bands or impersonators or comedians. Oh, let's see. I've got a long list of artists, musicians, and contact them and get my people booked. Get them working.
Vic just said, woohoo, he's got the Saturday morning, so I guess he's not too worried about you coming over to join my team and taking his Saturday morning because, see, right now he's got Saturday morning locked up. He's the only reason I get up at 8 o'clock on Saturday mornings.
You're lazy. Get up at 8 o'clock on Saturday morning.
I know. Well, man, 9 o'clock would be better, but he won't move it. Hell, he's up at the damn crack of dawn. Every time he goes out his backyard and looks over the fence, he sees the crack of dawn. So it's like, so he's up that early, and I can't figure out why. I think he's got amnesia, sleep disorder, function malnutrition, or something like that.
I think that happens when you get old. Older.
Oh, old dirt? Yeah, old dirt.
No, older.
No. You said old dirt.
No, I didn't. I said I said older.
Vic, don't listen to her. She said old dirt. I'm telling you, I know what she said. So, anyways,
Vic knows I love him.
He can hear you. Trust me. He said, "I heard that."
That's fine.
I guess I need to get three-way calling because I know he's itching to call me right now. And the only reason he can't call me is because I ain't got no way to put both of y'all on the line at the same time. But we'll have to
figure it out.
We will eventually, but not right now because I'll probably end up losing you. But anyways, listen, we'll finish John here for a minute. Let's get back. Me and Sarah was talking earlier about kids in school and how they're raised. Now, I have different views and opinions on. Well, no, actually, it first kicked off about a posting I seen on Facebook with.
Common Core math.
Yeah, on the way math is taught. And I'm thinking, what the hell's this crap? I says, they don't teach that stuff like that. And I mean, if they do, I don't know about it because my kids never tell me about it. Of course, my son, he's a whiz at numbers anyways. I says, what's wrong with teaching the old way, the old math? 1 + 1 is 1, 2 + 2 is 4, 4 + 4 is 8. What's wrong with the old way? There's no reason to change any new way to teach math. Hell, I mean, I didn't like algebra to begin with, and that sucked. I can just imagine what they'd do with algebra. But and then now we were talking about kids being homeschooled and stuff like that. I have different views on it. I think it's a good idea to some point, but then again, the kids don't get out and do things, and they don't get to experience life and stuff like that.
No, that is a huge, huge misconception about homeschool kids.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Real quick, hold on.
All right.
Okay, hold on. Here we go, folks.
Yeah! Don't let me startle you. I'm just doing the rebel yell here to kind of kick things off. You know what I mean?
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Okay, I was going to say that's a very big misconception about children that are homeschooled. There are hordes of groups that do all kinds of activities, and homeschool kids actually get to experience and be a part of a lot more creative activities than kids in school nowadays. I was just talking to my 8-year-old earlier tonight because she is in orchestra, but they only meet twice a week. And I was explaining to her that when I was in school, we didn't have PE for 1 week every third week. We had PE every day. We had music every day. We had art every day.
I know. We had the same thing. We had the same thing growing up. I know.
Right. But now when they're in school, they get PE for a week, then they get art for a week, and I don't even know if they get music anymore. Music for a week. They certainly don't get to play any instruments.
Yeah, see, I played the saxophone when I was in middle school.
Yeah, see, I played the viola when I was in middle school. And they don't get to do any of that. Right. My older two are homeschooled, and I'm part of a homeschool group that's on Facebook. And we have art lessons, and we have beach days, and we have synchronized swimming that's offered. You can't get that in the regular school system. We have monthly beach parties and all kinds of things like that. So it's entirely up to the family to reach out for that.
No, I understand.
But there's a bunch more offered than what's at school. And what kind of association are they getting at school? Like, everybody's like, oh, they're unsocialized, blah, blah, blah. What kind of socialization are they getting at school? They're getting dances in the 3rd grade, so they're encouraged to be dating and having boyfriends at 8 years old.
Girl, they're going to do that no matter what they encourage in school. Them kids will start at the age of 5 and 6 years old. Come on, are you kidding me?
Okay, but there's no need for the school to be doing that.
Well, no,
I want my child to go to school for education.
I understand. I
don't need them to go to school for dancing and all that kind of stuff.
I understand it. And we also, me and you agree on, we agree on one thing too, the stuff that they're teaching in school, like we were talking about history. I don't think there's any school that I know of that even teaches the history that we learned when we grew up on. I mean, I think all the damn history, I mean, they're trying to put Korans in the damn school system right now. And that's ridiculous. Yeah. There's no reason to, why push Korans in the school system and try to make everybody study? That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make everybody study one religion, and you can thank His almightiness that sits up there in the big White House in Washington, D.C. There's a reason why they're trying to keep kids all corralled in one area. If they don't homeschool them, they're trying to keep them in one area because they want to control them. They want to keep them. Yeah. They want them to learn the Quran and teach them this and that. U.S. the U.S. needs to wake up. Not necessarily our government, because our government shot to hell. I seriously think that's why, what's his face, the House Speaker, done resigned here last week, because he knows what's coming and he doesn't want to be a part of it. I honestly think we still got one more year left in this term with the president. I honestly think something's going to happen, and especially with what happened this morning in Russia when they went and bombed Syria, saying that they were targeting, they were targeting ISIS and this and that. They wouldn't even nowhere near where ISIS was. They were targeting at the rebels that are trying to fight the government to keep from them kicking them out of the country. And all Russia wants to do is they just want to take over the land, because they actually owned that land back in before World War I and II. They actually owned that before everything got split up and Syrians took over that land. But yeah, that was originally Russia's land at the time.
Okay.
Keep talking.
Well,
you got to think of something to talk about.
Well, I was still thinking about the school stuff. I haven't run into anything about the Koran or whatever in the school thing. I didn't read the Russia thing, so I have no.
Well, the school thing with the Koran was over in Brevard County. This happened, I think it was.
I've read about it. Yeah. I'm just saying I haven't personally experienced it with my kids at all. But I have seen that there is far less history studied. Like the kids haven't hardly done anything on like slavery or the Holocaust or the World Wars. And that kind of surprises me. They've done some very old history, but then they haven't done any of that more, I hate to use the term modern, but I guess, a little more recent.
Right. No, and
history. And that surprised me, because I remember when I was in school, when we studied the Holocaust, at least, that was something that I was very, I don't want to sound morbid, but it was a topic, it was part of history that intrigued me, that interested me. And I did a lot of study and research on a lot of different things. And I've always waited for my kids to get to the point where they were studying that so I could share some of my stuff with them, and they never have come across it.
Well, let me tell you something. Things have changed so much in the school system in the last 10, 15 years. I've been out of school 25, that all this crap that just went on with the Confederate flag here just this past month or two would have probably never happened if a lot of these yo-hos that was causing the problems and pitching a fit to begin with would have learned about the Southern heritage and the history of the flag and realized that it didn't have nothing to do with black and white. It was not a black and white thing. It was a Confederacy thing.
Nobody takes the time to find out what the truth is anymore. Everybody gets their ideas from little clips of things passed around on Facebook and social media without having anything to back what's being said. These memes and that go around, and everybody rallies behind, and if you don't believe this, I can't talk to you anymore, whatever. And nothing's accurate anymore. Nobody actually digs and finds out the true story, and then everybody gets ticked off.
Well, and that's the problem. That's another reason. That's another problem with a lot of our laws that's been passed in the last 5-6 years. There's a lot of people. I still can't believe there's so many people out there that are registered to vote that does not have a damn clue what these government people do. Like the governors of each state, the presidents, the House and Senate, when they send a bill in to get signed and get put into action, people don't realize that there's 20 million other damn small bills that it's up underneath that are attached to it, and that's what we need to stop. We know about one thing that's what they want us to know about, but we don't know anything about all the 2,700 other bills that's up underneath.
You want to know how I learned about that? Because I went all the way through high school and I took government and history and all that. Never heard anything about that. I learned that when I graduated cosmetology and got my state boards. There was a section of my state boards all about government and how the state board has to stay involved because they will attach, like you said, these small little laws and regulations to these bigger things, and they go through unnoticed. And there's actually groups that have to be a part of that and scan that for things. And there was one that came up when I was fresh out of beauty school, and I forget what it was, but it was some stupid thing. There was no reason for it whatsoever except for the states, I guess, to earn more income off of hairdressers. And it was attached to some bill that was completely unrelated even to the service industry whatsoever.
Right. This is another reason why when Obama took office, he wanted to change the Constitution of the United States. But he knows he can't do that without a third majority vote of the House and the Senate. It takes an act of, as some people say, it takes an act of Congress to get things changed, especially with the Constitution, because the Constitution is what people stand for. Now, I still can't believe that a lot more people, I won't say rednecks, but I'm just talking about anybody that's educated in general and knows what's going on, has not gotten more involved in what's happening with this presidency and with this going on. And another thing they need to do, I think, is they need to have only one term minimum, or maybe two at the most, for every member of the House and the Senate. Once you've done your one term or two terms, you're out. Boom. You're gone. No more of this sitting in the seat for 50, 60, 70 years. I mean, look at, was it Newt Gingrich? The guy that was in Congress for like 60 some odd years. I mean, hell, basically he slept in the damn chair the whole time and they ever had any meetings at when the president was doing his State of the Union speech and stuff like that. The cameras would actually show him sitting in his chair, sleeping. I mean, what the hell? You're obviously not working for the people, because the people pay your damn bill, and that's a whole nother reason too. I think they need to get rid of the fact that once a politician takes office for one day, all he has to do is take office for one day, and he's set for life. He has full medical, full dental, full hospital. He's got everything covered for the rest of his life.
Completely out of touch.
Right, yeah, and I think they need to extend that. I think you need to serve your term at least one term, which is 4 years, before you get any of that stuff. That way make your ass work for a little bit. Just like here in Florida, they've been preaching on the news here in Florida that all the politicians up in Tallahassee are going to spend a week in
1 week on minimum wage.
On minimum wage. Bullshit. You ain't gonna learn nothing for one whole damn week.
No.
It needs to take you a couple years to get used to it, because I guarantee your ass up there in Tallahassee is not going to be able to live a couple months on minimum wage and then try to find your way back up to where you're sitting on your cushy ass seat all the time, making all that money and not doing a damn thing.
But the difference with that is, like, it's an experiment, so there's a way out. So if something happened and they really needed access to extra money or whatever, it wouldn't be a big deal. Whereas if you're working minimum wage and you need access to extra money for, say, a medical emergency, or your tire, you need to replace your tires or whatever, and you don't have that extra, you have nothing to fall back on. So it doesn't matter how long they do it for. They always know they have a backup. So of course they're going to be fine surviving.
Yeah. And
there has to be no safety net so that they can truly know what it feels like.
Yep. And people don't, and another thing too, people don't understand is that these politicians, whenever they do sit in them seats, they're not making, basically they're lying their ass off, because they're not telling the truth. They're not really telling the people, the taxpayers, exactly how much they're making. They make $1. They may make $1 an hour, a big deal. Yeah. They say that, well, like in mayors and governors of states and stuff, oh yeah, their salary is only $40,000 a year. Bullshit. It may be $40,000 a year on paper, but they have access to they got a damn key to the damn Social Security office. They got a key to printing money. They could do whatever they want because they have everything access to them. So that's why these guys fight so damn hard just to get in that seat, because they know they're set for life. They'll have access to anything and everything the rest of their life.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
Vic says he's going to get even with you tonight.
He's going to get even with me for what?
I don't know. He just says
for confessing my love to him on the radio.
He says I shall get my revenge tonight at 11. That's right, folks. Tune in tonight at 11 o'clock news for the episode of Vic and Sarah. Ooh, that sounds kinky. Yeah.
Yeah,
there
me story.
You go. Ooh. That's a horror story there for you, baby. So, I can't ask you these questions because I forgot. You don't have. Listen, folks, this lady right here does not have cable or DirecTV. She doesn't even have rabbit ears on her television. So
I have a Roku.
A what? Who?
A Roku.
What the hell's that?
It's a live streaming player. So I have Netflix and Hulu and bunch of other random channels.
Oh, so you don't? Oh, yeah, but
I don't get local live stuff.
I told you need to put rabbit ears on because see, all the new shows are coming.
I didn't think that works anymore. So
It does.
digital
So you have a flat screen TV at the house, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All you got to do is buy an off-air antenna or a pair of rabbit ears at Walmart for $20. Plug it into that spot. Reset the TV to search, and it'll pick up channels. Yeah, you'll get local channels.
Because what I really want is sports.
Well, that's a little bit different. That's either that's ESPN, or the only sports you'll get on the local channels is like on the weekends for the races. Sometimes it just depends. 35 carries a lot of sports. They do a lot of NASCAR, but as far as football and stuff like that, you'll get a few games on the weekends during football season, but that's about it. They pretty much moved all the sports to the like the ESPN channels and
I miss my baseball. I miss my football.
Well, you need to get it together then.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're married to somebody who's not a sports guy.
Well, hey, but Paul's a great comedian, though. I mean,
yes, he is.
What can we say?
He's hilarious.
He's hilarious. Is he better than Vic?
I've never seen him.
Wait a minute, you ain't never seen him in a show?
No.
So that was the first time we met over there at the house. That was the first time you guys ever met Vic?
Yes.
Holy cow. I did not know that.
That was the first time I met you, too.
Yes, it was. I did not know that. I thought you guys knew each other.
Nope.
Oh, well, you can go to his Facebook page and look at his show that he did when he was up in New York for what was
he posted a video of it? Because I'm friends with him on Facebook.
Yeah, it's on his page. Matter of fact, he put it on his page and on the road. Because,
cool.
when he was up there with, it was a 9/11 tribute with Dare Worley and the girl that I just interviewed, Erica Nicole. So,
I saw it. I followed. I shouldn't say I followed, but I saw when he did his trip to New York.
Right. All right. So, give me another topic. What do you want to talk about now?
Oh my gosh! Don't put me on the spot.
Come on, you're supposed to be quick at this stuff.
Oh, yes, this is my first time. I've got it all worked out.
You're shaking in your damn shorts. I can tell it right now because I can hear your voice on the. I can hear your voice on the phone going.
I don't like to be put on the spot.
You're
Tori,
not being.
what's something I should talk about? She wants me to talk about her. Okay.
Oh no! What are we talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
My 14-year-old.
Okay. What does she do for a living?
What does she do for a living? Drives me crazy. She is a math genius.
Okay. So what does she think? What does she think? What does she think about this math situation thing?
Well, she hasn't had that Common Core math for 2 years now. She's been doing the homeschool.
Right.
But
so
she's in.
She don't have to do that. She don't have to do that funky math then, right?
No, but she's doing what are you? Algebra 2 honors? Algebra 2 honors, which is senior math stuff, and she's technically only a freshman.
I only got the pre-algebra in 12th grade.
Yeah, I got to algebra. That was it. And she's a musician. She plays electric guitar, acoustic guitar, and viola and French horn. And she's also very into special effects makeup, so she's actually currently putting some sort of burn bruise on the back of her.
Yeah, I've seen some of that stuff that she does that you put on Facebook. I think that's kind of cool. She needs to, she needs to talk to somebody that, you know what she needs to do? She needs to get her foot in the door down at Universal Studios.
Listen, I have a cousin that's in LA, and she is a movie effects artist.
Oh, yeah?
And she has been sending Tori stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that means she's got access to all kind of stuff that's been in movies. Man, hey, if she's got anything that she thinks might be worth money down the road from movies long ago, like maybe the Incredible Hulk or The Thing or something like that, tell her, hey, send it my way.
I'll see what I can do.
Because I'll be more than happy to take it. I will fill my house up with that stuff. I don't claim to be a nerd. I claim to be a redneck, but I'm still a nerd because I grew up with that stuff.
Yeah, well, it's kind of cool, especially if it comes off a movie set.
Oh, yeah, and it's original. That's the thing about it. People will pay top dollar for original stuff.
Yeah. She's done a lot with the, I think it's on MTV or VH1 called That Metal Show.
Uh-huh.
I want to say it's MTV. So she's actually worked with a lot of the heavy metal bands.
Right. Oh, so she's done.
Doing makeup for that.
I bet you one person. I bet you she probably knows real well that and hangs out with is Alice Cooper.
I don't know. I'd have to go look at her page.
Alice, do you know who Alice Cooper is?
Yes.
Have you ever seen one of his shows?
Nope.
Oh my God! I'll tell you a story. This was back. Shoot.
How long are we going to have to wait?
Oh, my God. This was a long time. This was probably... Was I married yet? No. Or yes. Yeah. I'd already been married. Okay. This was, I think... Damn, I can't remember now. I want to say late 90s, 2000s. But me and my buddy, we were hanging out. And his friend called us. And she said she had just gotten off work. And she asked us what we were doing. I said, we're just sitting here. She said, well, we're going to a concert. I says, okay. I says, who are we going to go see? And I didn't think anything of it. I thought it may have been somebody that was local or whatnot, and I had no clue. She said, we're going to the Hard Rock Live to see Alice Cooper. And I said, no frickin' way. Because Alice Cooper puts on a hell of a I mean, when he does his shows, it's like almost like Halloween in the middle of July.
That's cool.
Yeah, and all his shows are like that because he's into the makeup and artistry and stuff like that. Kind of like, I mean, he goes way overboard more than what Kiss ever did.
Yeah.
You know, and Kiss, you know, they just wear the basic makeup and outfits. Alice Cooper, he puts on the show. His daughter was in the concert too. She played one of the characters as a psychotic nurse or something like that, and she had blood and guts and everything else hanging out. I think she was 21 or 20. No, but it looked cool. I mean, some of the stuff that he does is, I mean, I like it. It's cool. I think it's cool.
I grew up very, very sheltered. My very first concert, I was already married, and it was a Billy Joel concert.
Oh, Billy Joel.
It was our 1 month anniversary, Billy Joel. I've seen him like 3 times in concert. He's really great. He does a good show, too.
Yeah.
Probably nothing like Alice Cooper, though.
Now, let's see. Who all have I seen in concert? I've seen Alice Cooper, seen Kansas, seen Styx. I've seen John Michael Montgomery. I've seen Garth Brooks. I've seen...
Holy cow.
Yeah, I've seen quite a bit. I mean, but that's been over a stretch of 25, 30 years, so...
Okay, wait. Mine is Billy Joel, Neil Diamond... Toad the Wet Sprocket, and Cranberries.
Cranberries would have been cool to see.
Cranberries was cool. That was cool. It was Toad the Wet Sprocket opened for them. But I took my mom to a Neil Diamond concert because that was her love.
Yeah.
Not mine.
But see, yeah, a lot of my country concerts I seen down at the Cheyenne Saloon when it was first going big and strong back in the day, back in early 90s. That's when the Navy base in Orlando was still open because... See, here in Orlando, that's where a lot of the nuclear programs were taught for the guys. And when they had weekend furlough, they'd come over and hang out at the Cheyenne Saloon. And a lot of the country artists that was on tour at the time that was going big was playing there at the Cheyenne Saloon. That's when it was huge. That's when Church Street Station was still around. And Rosie O'Grady's. Did you ever get to go to Rosie O'Grady's?
I've never even heard of it.
Oh. Well, that...
I've only lived in Florida for 5 years, right?
I know, but yeah, Rosie O'Grady's was it was kind of like a dinner show theater type thing that was across the street from the Cheyenne Saloon, and it was kind of puts you in the mind of being back in the 50s and 60s when they had the dancing girls on the bars with the big tutus and the big furry outfit. Yeah, that's what Rosie O'Grady's was like. It was like a big deal coming out of Louisiana type deal. Mm-hmm. So, and that place was it went strong for a long time. But I mean, hell, I can remember when Disney World was $5.50 a person to get in.
Right?
Yeah, 92 or 72 is when it opened up because I moved here in 71, and Mom and Dad would take me and my sister every day after church on Sundays, and for $5.50 a person, we'd get to go to Disney World.
Good grief.
And you tore the paper coupons off the booklets to get in on each rides. That's when you had to actually give them a coupon to see, to ride the rides.
Wow.
All right, think of something else to talk about.
Oh my gosh!
Come on, if we're going to do this on Saturdays, you're going to have to be quick. I mean, I could think of stuff off the top of my head anytime, and I'll talk about stupid stuff. But if you want to talk something about that's politically correct or something worth talking about, then you need to speak up.
I don't know.
Oh my!
I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Well, what's Paul doing? When's his next show?
He just got booked to headline the show October 15th in Melbourne.
At what club?
Or Melbourne. I don't know the name of the place. It's a new place.
Oh my God.
Let me see if I can. You want me to ask him real quick? He just got it today.
Oh, okay. Well, ask him.
We're married. It's not like we communicate or anything.
Tell him, hurry damn up. We're plugging his show on the air for him.
They're plugging your show. Where's your show the 15th? What's the name of the place? You don't know the name of the place? I have to look it up. Oh.
Paul doesn't know either. Oh my God, Paul, you're going to be walking into damn Freddy Krueger's house and not even realizing that you're walking into a trap. There could be people there waiting for you to hog tie you up and string you from a tree, and you'd never know that you were missing. What the hell?
He never pays attention to the details until we're about to leave.
Oh my God. Well,
he's just waiting for the final itinerary, I believe.
Right. And he doesn't even know what the name of this place is on Facebook either?
No, I don't know if the place was on Facebook. It's a new place. It's just starting.
Brand spanking new.
They were looking for it's apparently an older crowd generally, so they were looking for comics that have a draw with an older crowd, and that's his group for sure, is an older group.
Oh. I see.
Oh.
Well, what else you got to talk about? Or do you got to go put the kids to bed?
No, he already put the little ones to bed.
Oh, you made him do it.
Yeah, well, you called right as I was headed to their bedroom to tuck them in, so... I told you
I'd be calling at 11 or 11:30.
Well, I know. I was trying to rush him. I thought if I get them in bed 5 minutes early, then I can tuck them in. But there's no rushing a 6-year-old boy.
This is true.
None.
I can't even rush.
And tell me 40,000 things.
I can't even rush my 15-year-old boy because he's parked behind a TV all the time playing his damn video games.
Yeah, well, see, Daddy got a new video game tonight, so they were playing games.
Oh, so it's Dad's fault. Paul is the culprit. Okay, here we go. I get it.
Wait a minute.
No, I get it. Kids, the reason kids are the way they are today is because of dads that had video games like Ataris back in the 1920s.
The 1920s?
I wish I'd have kept my Atari. I had an Atari, believe it or not. I
know, right?
I had the two types of handles. I had this joystick and I had the little paddleball turn handle. And I had a bunch of different games. I had Asteroids. I had Space Invaders. I had Ping Pong. And then that's when Pac-Man started coming out.
Pac-Man's my jam.
I wish I don't know who the hell. My mom tells me
I wish I'd have kept all my strawberry shortcake stuff.
My mom tells me she thinks she gave it to my ex-wife, but now I've talked to my ex and she said she ain't got it, so I don't know what clue. So Danny.
No, we weren't allowed. When I was a kid, we weren't allowed to have video games, but my parents' best friends, their kids had video games, so we used to go over there and we would play Pac-Man forever.
Yeah. So Danny, my son, he gave. It was kind of funny because last Christmas he had no clue what to get me. Because, of course, he don't ever bother asking me. So he decided to take his Wii game, his first Wii game, and wrap it up in a Christmas wrap and put a bow on it and give it to me for Christmas. So he gave me the controllers and the things and everything. Because when he first got it, we liked to play the Wii Sports. We'd play either the tennis or the golf or something. So, I got it here at the house hooked up and I'll hang on to that. Maybe it'll be worth a couple $100 down 50 years down the road or something.
Yeah, we have the Wii. Because he's the Wii's. I don't know.
He's more advanced now into like the PlayStation 4 and
we have all of that.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, my kids both, Sharon and Danny, they both have had more damn video games than I ever had in 45 years. I mean, hell, them two had. I know Danny's had 2 or 3. What do you call them? The little video games. Well, the handheld jobbers that's got, they look like...
like Game Boys and stuff.
Game Boys, yeah. Danny's had 2 or 3 of them because he keeps losing them. Sharon had 2 or 3. She also had a couple iPods and MP3 players because she kept losing those. And, the kids, my kids have done pretty damn good, let me tell you.
Yeah. Hey, I got the place that Paul's going to be at.
Okay, what is it?
It's called Bug Nutties.
Bug Nutties?
Yeah. Like Bug Nutties.
What's the address?
Oh, I don't know. It's Melbourne.
Oh my God! Okay, people, listen. Just drive around in Melbourne for about an hour.
The name.
Drive around in Melbourne for an hour or two and look for a place called Bug Nutties. Yeah.
Here's the address. Wait, I got it. Take a chill pill, man. Calm down.
I was going to say, just go to the bottoms. Somebody in the bottoms ought to be able to tell you where Bug Nutties is.
715 North Courtney Parkway, Merritt Island.
715 North Courtney Parkway and Merritt Island. Okay, and that's what date?
October 15th.
October 15th. At what time?
What time? 7:30.
7:30. Is this a dinner show too, or is it just strictly a comedy club?
Is it like a restaurant? They have food in that, or is it just a bar? He's making this big face. I don't know.
Hey, tell him to get with the program. He's not on stage right now. He's on radio. Damn it.
Yeah. He said he thinks it's a restaurant/bar.
Okay, so somebody can actually go in there.
Headlining. Who's your feature?
Yeah.
No idea.
Yeah. So people can go in there and actually eat and have a good time, have a few drinks, sit back and watch.
And he wants me to say that his act is PG to PG-13.
That's this is true, folks. Paul does not do any XXX comedies. He's just strictly against them. So if you expect him to be taking his clothes off and dancing around on the stage like they do on Saturday Night Live, it ain't gonna happen.
Oh, there's so much I want to say.
Okay. So that's a whole nother show.
I'm not going
That's a whole nother show. We'll have to talk about that next week. That's a whole nother show. Oh, so I'll get the inside scoop on that one there.
Yeah.
All right, listen, I'm going to hang up on you. Thanks for being on the show because all my TV shows are coming on Nashville tonight, and then I got to get ready at 11 o'clock to be on Vic's show tonight. But Vic says here in the chat room, he says he will get even with you tonight at 11 o'clock. I don't know what that means or what's going to happen, but
I'll be asleep at 11 o'clock.
Nah, you should stay up and listen, but
not after the day I've had.
Oh, okay. Well, be prepared because we're going to talk more about this show. You know, I may call you again next Wednesday.
Okay.
And we'll have to find more.
I'll make sure my ringer's all the way up so I don't miss it.
Oh, why? You had to ring her down this time because you didn't want to hear me?
No, I'm just being a smart aleck.
Whatever. All right. Have fun. I'll talk to you later.
All righty, bye-bye.
All right, goodbye. All right, folks. Well, that was exciting. I'm trying to get her to be my sidekick on some of our shows here. I think it would work out good. So I don't know. We'll have to see how that's going to work. But so, anyways, it's Wednesday night. Make sure you go see watch all the new shows that starts up. All the brand new TV shows are starting up. Nashville's coming on. It's second day or second weekend. New show tonight called Code Black. It's on. Also, Chicago PD comes back on air, so make sure you check that out. So, yeah, a bunch of stuff. And then tonight, I'll be back on the air at 11 o'clock with Vic Clevenger on the Victory Lane Network. You can check it out here. Let me he posted the website here on the chat room. Let me go back in here and plug it for you real quick. Where you at, Vic, here? Let me see here. I believe it was www.victorylaneradio.com. Let me see here. Yes, www.victorylaneradio.com. That's the link that you can go tonight at 11 o'clock to hear us. Jason Reynolds will be on there. He's one of the local racers on some of the tracks. Vic will be talking about his NASCAR stuff for the week and the races that are coming up this weekend and the chase for the Sprint Cup. And, of course, I bring up the rear with all the music, country music, entertainment music, whatever music that, something that you'd be listening to when you're sitting waiting for the race to start or you're sitting at a tailgating. So, but anyways, folks, thanks for hanging with us here on Sitting on the Tailgate Wednesday night. We'll be back again next Wednesday. Same time, same place, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. We'll have another artist we're interviewing. I don't know who it is offhand. Oh, yes, I do. I want to say it's the Electric Cowboys. I believe that's who we're interviewing next weekend. Great band. You'll love them. Matter of fact, they just got done winning an award this year for Song of the Year, I believe. No, Video of the Year award at the Josie Awards here Sunday night in Nashville. Cool song. Matter of fact, let's do that. I'm going to leave you with that song here that they won. This is called Little While by Electric Cowboys. Have a good night, folks. Sitting on the Tailgate. I'm your host, Big Country. We'll see you on the air with Florida Country Radio, and we'll see you next week right here. Have a good one.
Don't even like it. Yeah, maybe I'm just not the kind to only have one woman on my mind. Maybe I'm just drifting. Yeah, maybe I'll be long gone. To hell with the world, I just go on my own. Say about my wounded life. I never thought there'd come a day when things would turn out right. But now I'm the man who makes you happy. I'm the man that makes you smile. I'm the one that takes it all away for a little while. For a little while. Hard to handle. I've always been too hard to hold, but you found a way to save this broken soul. 'Cause Lord knows I've had my moments, and Lord knows you've had your doubts, but you never won.